Hey, what's going on, CMM fam? Welcome back.
So today we're going to be talking about canning fruits and vegetables from your garden.
We're going to do canned peaches, which is last of the season, and some pasta sauce.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the peaches. So we got some fresh peaches today. The first step is we're going to go ahead and score these down the sides. So now that all these peaches are scored, I'm going to go ahead and drop them in a pot of boiling water. When I'm going to pull them out, I'm going to be looking for along these score lines for the skin to start peeling up away from the flesh. The peaches are out of the water and out of the ice bath, and the skin is nice and soft, so I'm going to go ahead and peel all of these and then show you guys the next step. So now that the peaches are peeled, I've also cut them in half. Now I'm going to take a spoon and run around this core here so we don't have to worry about that later on. Now that my peaches are all processed and ready to go in the jars, what you want to make sure is that your jars are nice and sanitized. You can either run them through the dishwasher or stick them in a pot of boiling water, but the most important part is after they're sanitized, do not touch the inside at any point. Alright, so my peaches are completely processed and in the jar that I'm going to can them in. The only thing that's left is to add simple syrup. It's a very simple recipe, hence the name. It is 1 part sugar to 2 parts water. You boil it to dissolve the sugar, pour it on top, and you're good to go.
So we talked about peaches, now to make pasta sauce. Same thing with the tomatoes as we did with the peaches. Score them, and then we'll move on. When you're scoring them, you're basically making a cross. You're going just to the skin, slightly below it. Make a 1 pass, 2 passes. Okay? You're going to do that on all those, and then we'll go. So unlike the peaches, this does not take very long. It's like 15-20 seconds. So we're just going to drop these in boiling water and then wait for the skin to kind of peel over a little bit, and then we'll be ready. That scoring method makes it this easy. Check it out. All right, so there you have it. We have our tomatoes peeled, rough chopped onion, rough chopped garlic. I don't like to go crazy with it. Call it rustic, if you will. I'm gonna chop these down a little bit. We're gonna can them. And then later on, you can add your basil, all your seasonings, everything like that. I just like to can with a base and then add from there, just depending on what my mood or what the dish is, something like that. There we have it. Everything's chopped up. We're gonna put her in the big old pot and let her have it.
So if you've been paying attention to the background of this entire video, you've had this giant pot of water boiling. The reason being is when you can these fruits and vegetables, you need to submerge the jars for at least 10 minutes, and they have to have at least 1 inch of water over the top of them. So you do need a very large pot. You don't need one specifically for canning, but you do need one that's at least tall enough to submerge your jars.
Boiling water, big pot, jarred miscellaneous items, lid off.
It has now been 10 minutes, so these jars should be nice and sealed. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them out. And when you pull them out, you wanna make sure you put them on a nice surface that is not gonna burn, and you can keep them here until they cool off.
Here's the canned peaches. This goes for anything that you ever can. If you push on that and it makes the pop sound, or you put it and you cool it down and it rises up a little bit, do not use it. This guy, solid. That's exactly what you want. Just let it ride, let it do its thing. Delicious.
Another important note. So these seals right here, you see this rubber gasket. There's 2 different types of ball jars. Both of them have some sort of rubber seal. You cannot reuse these. You can reuse the jars, you can reuse the lids, but you cannot reuse the seals. So every time you can something, once you take it out of that can, make sure you get rid of it so you don't accidentally reuse it. We are by no means experts on the art of canning, but we have done it a few times. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we'll do our best to help you out.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Once again, see you next time.